Since the beginning of time, there have been countless mysteries, some solved, some unsolved, left to simply wither away and dissipate to become part of the wind. However, there is a certain mystery that was so cleverly written and so well hidden that historians are still on the hunt for the truth behind this 18-year-old mystery. I'm talking about the mystery of Sogeking. Now, there have been many theories and ideas on who this amazing hero is, and it's been a fun ride for us fans trying to figure out who's behind the mask. I've heard many theories, stemming from Blackbeard to Condoriano, forgive me if I said that wrong. I've even heard of Kaku. Honestly, these are all staple and sound theories, but I do have a big issue with one of the ones that I hear more often than I would like to hear. The theory is that Usopp is Sogeking. This one is so outlandish and low-key appalling. Like, really guys? Usopp? Look, their faces don't even match up, look. Like, I feel like we can do better than that, y'all. There are tons of things that contradict this. First off, Sogeking is from Sniper Island, which is in your heart. Usopp is from Syrup Village, which is not in your heart. During Zoro's fight with Kaku, Sogeking is cuffed to Zoro and is used as a sword. Usopp cannot use swords. Now, that should already be enough to prove it, but in case you're still in doubt, think about this. Sogeking is Usopp's friend. He is not Usopp because he is his friend. Because Usopp is negative and would never be friends with himself. Boom. Mic drop. Yeah, I know. It's pretty obvious when you look at it like that. Okay, but then who is Sogeking? Now, I am 800 episodes into One Piece. I have not read the manga and am using my knowledge of what I have so far, so forgive me if I miss anything. There have always been a few options, but the one I'm going to be talking about today always kind of stood out to me when I was watching the show. I had a gnawing suspicion the second I saw Sogeking. There's one person in my mind that would have the motive to help Usopp like this that rings loud and clear. The person we thought impossible because we foolishly believed her staged death. I'm talking about Usopp's mom, Banchina. Now, if I'm saying her name wrong, please forgive me. I'm trying my best here, okay? Vipe. You said Usopp is from Syrup Village, which is why he can't be Sogeking. Banchina is from Syrup Village too. I promise we'll get to that. But she's dead. She couldn't be Sogeking. Blasphemy. In the flashback, we only see her close her eyes, which leads us to believe she passed away. However, I have a saying when it comes to anime. Show me the body or I don't trust it. Clearly, after Usopp went to bed that night, Banchina knew her life was coming to an end. So to save her son the misery of seeing her body, she leaves to die peacefully at sea. Wanting to feel the same feeling Yasopp felt, once again I apologize for my butchering, she wanted to know what was so great about the sea that it was enough to leave his family behind. She wanted to know what was so special about it. She held no ill will towards him, but if she were to die anyway, she may as well get to experience it herself. Sick and dying, Banchina was already ready to accept her fate. However, as luck would have it, somebody found her. Who, you might ask? None other than Monkey D. Dragon himself. What? Why would he be there? Well, as you recall in the show, the Straw Hats end up going to Logtown, and spoilers, we end up seeing Dragon there. So it would only make sense that he would have reasons to be there more than once. Seeing this sick woman, he had no choice but to take her in and save her. Now, at this point in time, I don't think Iva would have been caught by the Marines, so it's probably safe to say that Iva saved Banchina. Banchina, feeling a rush of adrenaline and awe for those who saved her, decided to join the Revolutionary Army. Now, the details get a little fuzzy here, but Banchina joins the Revolutionary Army and actually gets a hold of a devil fruit. Now, the name is up for debate because I'm not sure what names are out there, but let's call it the Shosho fruit for now, which pretty much allows her to cosplay. Wait, but Bon Clay! Hey, this is different. It is different because it gives her both the voice and the powers of those who are affected by it. The condition is that she has to currently be holding on to something that was owned by the person she transforms into. Now, as you know, the Revolutionary Army actually ends up in Logtown at the same time that the Straw Hats are. If you look closely, you can actually see her in the crowd here. As Sogeking, she became a great sniper in hopes of one day reconvening with her husband and child. However, for now, she cannot do so because the government, thinking she's dead, is the best thing that could have happened. It keeps her discreet and out of the line of sight. It makes her imperative for collecting intel. There are actually a few times throughout this story where you can see her in the crowd. I really gotta give it to Oda. His foreshadowing is impressive. Though we don't see it, I think Sogeking actually meets Usopp here. There's a time after Usopp's deal where Nami walked away for some reason. Now this isn't shown, but Sogeking walks up and introduces himself, saying how being brave is difficult, but that was a good show of it. The two immediately become friends, and Sogeking says how he hopes to see Usopp again. Usopp is inspired by this and decides to keep going. Now, you may be thinking that the next time we see Banchina is during Eni's lobby, but you would be sadly mistaken. The next time we see her is actually a little earlier than that, during Skypiea. When Usopp gets up during the night, he sees a figure that's fixing the Going Merry. And later on, we're led to believe that this is actually a manifestation of the Mary herself. But nay, I say nay. This is actually Banchina in disguise, fixing the Mary because she knows how much it means to Usopp. How did she get there though? What if I told you that she's stowed away and has been stowed away since Alabasta? As a member of the Revolutionary Army, Banchina was assigned with finding Nico Robin, which she did. However, after learning that Usopp was one of the Straw Hats, she decided to hop aboard the Mary. With the crew not being the smartest bunch of people, I'd say this was pretty plausible. And having Robin be there is another added factor for her going onto the ship. After discovering that Nico Robin has gone missing during Eni's lobby, or the arc preceding it, Banchina decides it's time to make her move. Knowing her son is in a bad place, she takes it upon herself to both save her son's friend and complete her mission in one fell swoop. So she gets into her disguise once more and puts on the persona of Sogeking. Also, fun fact, during Sogeking's song, he sings Lu Lu La La Lu, which sounds like a lullaby. Strangely enough, this song is the song that Banchina used to sing Usopp to sleep with, which gives it a whole lot more meaning when you consider the song now. Now, as we all know, Sogeking ends up going to save Robin on the train. The reason this is so important to Sogeking is because not only is he planning on saving Usopp's friend, but he also wants to keep Nico Robin out of the grasp of the Marines and moreover the government. After all the events transpire, Sogeking shoots the flag like a total badass. It's one of the coolest things he's ever done. Usopp could never. Sogeking realizes that there's only one way to get out of this. Seeing Luffy struggling with his fight as the team gets surrounded, he goes and gets his good friend Usopp, telling him that Luffy needs him. Usopp complies as Sogeking disappears, going to do his real job. When all hope is lost, Banchina comes in clutch at the last second, sailing the Going Merry to save everybody. She's disguised, of course, so nobody can recognize her, but it was also so hectic that you wouldn't even be able to tell anyway. She got the Mary to the crew, saving their lives just as Sogeking disappears into the shadows once more, leaving an unfillable hole in the crew. Just like that, unbeknownst to the others, Sogeking had saved the day once again. Though there was a brief time Sogeking showed up in Thriller Bark, which was Banchina making sure her son was doing okay, but ultimately, Banchina had to retire Sogeking for the time being because of the wanted posters. Since she was trying to be undercover and now her cover was blown, she wasn't able to use this persona anymore. However, there is one final piece of evidence that solidifies this theory to me. Think back, all the way back to the beginning of this video. There is a specific place that Sogeking is known to hail from. A place that is so far away, yet so close at the same time. Sniper Island. Now, do you remember where Sniper Island is? Sniper Island is in your heart. And although he doesn't talk about it much, I know we all know that Banchina is in Usopp's heart. Hell, she was one of the reasons he was so set on being a brave warrior of the sea in the first place. She's always been there, always persisting, always with him even when she can't be there in person. Benchina cares about her son more than anything, so much so that she's willing to keep her identity a secret to keep him safe. Benchina has certainly always been in Usopp's heart, but Usopp will undoubtedly forever be in hers. And that, my friends, that is the beauty of Sogeking. Thank you. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. Oh my god. Yeah, this was a fun video. Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's a pretty sound theory. It's got a lot of highs and lows. It's got the emotional drag to it. So if you guys have any theories about who Sogeking is in the comments below, let me know. Unless it's Usopp, I will block and ban all of you. Anyway, thank you guys all so much for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe. And as always, I will see you all next time.